This is the hands-on review of Onyx for Daydream VR. Hi and welcome to this hands-on review. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So, if this is your first time here and you would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, consider subscribing. Today I'm going to look at Onyx Quest for the Midnight Stone, which is new on the Daydream Play Store and which you can get for €5.99, should be about the same in US dollars. According to the description, this is an adventure game and I'm looking forward to check this out together with you now. As you know, in these hands-on reviews I will normally play the games for around 10 minutes and then I'm going to give you my first impressions and I would let you know if I would buy it, yes or no. So let's see what Onyx has to offer. As you've just seen, there was a quite lengthy intro text which introduces us to the story of this game. So for my personal taste, it was too long. I don't quite enjoy reading in VR, especially not such long texts. Anyways, thanks to this text, we now know what we have to do. We have to find that Midnight Stone. And it seems like we are in some kind of castle or dungeon. And now let's see what I have to do. Well, there's a door, but it seems to be locked. Let's see what's in this other room here. As for what the controls are concerned, I'm touching the touchpad in order to go forward, backward, and strafe to the left or right. So what we have here is basically a first-person control scheme that we know from first-person shooters on computer or console. So we seldom would see something like this in VR actually, and that is for a good reason, because normally you will get sick fairly soon. At the moment I'm still okay, however in the end of this hands-on review I'm going to tell you how I feel. Now don't get me wrong, actually I do like this kind of straightforward motion control. Actually I prefer it over teleporting, but if you do that, you should restrict the field of view, like for example Eclipse does it, so that you won't feel sick so easily. However, unfortunately here in Onyx there are no restrictions of the FOV at all. So you are subject to these rather quick movements here, and you can also strafe right and left, and well, let's hope that I won't get sick. If you haven't seen it, I have just solved the first puzzle by simply clicking a button in order to open the door that I have already walked through. I'm sure though that the puzzles will get much harder as we progress in this game. Now, how you interact with the environment, well, if there is something that you can interact with, your cursor will change and you should easily see that. So now the cursor is normal, but if I see something that I can interact with, the cursor would change into a circle. So, there was a door which is closed. Let me see if I can find some lever or some way to open it. Okay, here's nothing. Okay, there's something lying on the table. Let's see what this is about. Okay, some swords and the tables. Okay, there are also swords hanging at the wall. I think that should be the solution for the puzzle. There's something about the swords. And yeah, here, this one, this column. This column, I think we should somehow move it. And indeed, that was the solution already for this puzzle. Let's have a look now at the description of Onyx. So in the Play Store it says, step into the garb of a renowned adventurer and experience a world of puzzles and magic firsthand while you attempt to thwart the plans of an evil force. In this first-person adventure game, you are in control, complete with all the story, gameplay and interactions you have been accustomed to for generations. No tech demo or art project to be found here, just pure classic video game style with a twist of modern technology. And while I do agree with the pure video game style, I cannot quite agree with the twist of modern technology. Now, why is that so? Well, the reason is it does feel like a game made for mobile or made for PC, made for something that is not in VR. And the reason why I feel like this is because of the controls. Again, because of the controls. They are just as responsive as if you would be playing a first-person game on a normal screen. Now, that is really not good in VR because it will make you sick. These sudden movements, the strafing to the right and left, it will make you sick. So now we are only in minute number 5 and I already feel very irritated, and I believe if I had to play this for longer times, longer than these 10 minutes of this hands-on review, I would get really sick. So dear developers, I know you must be watching this video. And I would like to let you know, I think your game has lots of promise. It looks nice. I like the puzzling, but I cannot tolerate this control scheme. It is not working in VR, so please do something about it. Also here now, I have to turn this around. The problem, however, is whenever I touch the touchpad, I will move. But I have to click here in order to be able to turn this around. So this is really not polished enough, because if I want to turn it, I need to click on the touchpad, which will make me move. So this does not work. Anyways, probably you don't have to turn things very often. So the biggest problem still is the locomotion and how you will get sick from it. So I'm a VR veteran, and normally I don't get sick, but now I can feel it already very, very strongly indeed. And it's a shame. Look at how beautiful this game looks. The developers have done a great job here with the atmosphere and the overall look and feel of the game. But again, the controls are flawed, and the developers, please do fix that, and I'm going to look at this game again. As it's now, I cannot enjoy playing it, and therefore I'm not going to play the whole 10 minutes of this hands-on review, but instead will stop it here. So great potential for this game, unfortunately flawed controls, but the developers will for sure do something about this. Okay, that's it for this hands-on review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and of course if you have not subscribed to Daydream District yet, do so now. Keep on daydreaming, and see you in the next video.